Hey man, so off top, the TikTok stuff, man. I think the TikTok
Yeah.
stuff is really super cool, and how you got that, popping off and everything like that, man. That's just can you explain how that shit works out? You know what I mean, for us new TikTok heads.
Yeah, for me really what it was is like I had already, you do all the clubs, you do all that, and I always, I always wanted to play out to people. I always want to play out to people and get some type of response. So I was doing it initially on on Instagram and Facebook, but because of copyright music issues, Zuckerberg don't like, he blocks everything. And so,
Right.
and initially when I started doing it, like I think I started doing it on Facebook in 2016. When they did the live, they added the live feature. I figured out using the iRigs because I used to work at Guitar Center. So I was like, oh wait a minute, what if you plug this? And I was like, oh snap, you can do that. So I started doing it, and it worked for a minute, and then it started to, you started seeing people's stuff getting flagged, or if they're doing a live video, and there was some music in the background, it would mute the audio, whatever. So then the progression was to jump into Instagram because they had it, and it just wasn't you couldn't get any traction. So um I had a TikTok already, because a buddy of mine, a guy named Brian Transo, otherwise known as BT, producer, movie score guy. I've toured with him. I've done stuff with him for years, decades at this point now. And we did a commercial. Me and Jonah they were going to do a commercial when TikTok was launching, and it was supposed to get played at the Super Bowl. So we did like a little vocal spot. He edited it all up. They did a commercial for it. It didn't end up happening, but that's how I used it for like YouTube ads and stuff like that, but it didn't get played at the Super Bowl that year. That was what, 29, beginning of 2019, I believe. Yeah. The Super
Mhm.
Bowl in 2019. And so I kind of looked at TikTok and I kind of didn't understand the interfacing of it. So I
Yeah.
was like, I kind of backed off of it. And I was like, what's these coins? What is all this? So I just kind of like, whatever. I was going through a divorce at the time. So my mind was somewhere else. And so fast forward, um, COVID happens. I'm still trying to do so I jumped to Twitch. And I opened a Twitch and did the Twitch. Twitch was cool.
Right.
I felt like I just didn't it was there, but there wasn't any, I didn't feel excitement on it, right?
Mhm.
And then I never stopped working at Guitar Center, and I started like really, okay, what's up with this TikTok? And so I was looking at it, they were talking about it a lot, and I saw all these DJs on there, and I'm like, dude, and they're all playing whatever. Like,
Yeah.
just like there was no flags, there was nothing. I'm like, oh hell no, let me get up on here. And
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
back then, 2 years ago, because it's been about 2 years now, you had to have 1,000 followers to even go live. You couldn't even turn camera access on at
Right.
all. So I'm trying to like figure out how to get some of my followers from Instagram or other places. Hey, come over, follow me here so I can at least go live. So finally, I get 1,000 followers. I start going live, and it was a slow roll. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like anything else, is I stuck with it. You know what I mean? Like, let me just keep playing how I play, and an audience will
We'll
grab
show
it. They'll
up.
figure it out. And sure
Right.
enough, man, it just started picking up. And I got a decent amount of heads that come in on a regular basis. I mean, some nights is 100 people, some nights is 400 people, some nights is 200.
That's
It
good.
just it fluctuates, and it's just the algorithm of TikTok. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
sometimes I'll go on, man, and like all of a sudden it just like you just see the number. There'll be 1,000 people in the room. Like, where do you all come from? And
Right.
it's just the algorithm. You
You
get
know.
on that FYP, and
Right.
then
Right.
And if you're and once 10's in, then it's 20, then it's 100, and then it's this. You know how long they stay in is different.
Right.
It varies, but if you're consistent and people start understanding like what you're doing, they come
Mhm.
back.
You know what's crazy, Tony, is like, you're saying like, okay, sometimes there's 100 people in there, sometimes there's 300 people in there. And
Yeah.
the real crazy thing about those numbers is like at a regular club that you might or a bar that you might DJ at, the capacity is 200 people or the capacity is
Totally.
100 people or you got 300. That's a great crowd
Yeah.
in the outside world. And we're doing
Totally.
all this outside world shit right in your face on, not to say that, we're abandoning going out into the world because that's healthy too. And people need to continue to do it.
Absolutely.
But it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. For
damn,
sure.
this is so dope that I didn't really have to go anywhere. I'm at my crib doing this thing and making paper too. Then
Yo,
that's still a win, you know?
Yo, D Nice, listen, like, so D Nice was really the only DJ on Instagram that had carte blanche, right?
Right.
Um, and you know this. This is not, if you're a DJ, you know
Yeah.
this. If you try to go live on Instagram,
They're
they
gonna
shut
shut
you
you up.
down.
Mhm.
D Nice on there, because he was, he had his club quarantine during
Up during the pandemic.
C19,
Yeah.
and he had Halle Berry, Oprah, Ellen. I mean,
So crazy. Right.
Michelle Obama. So the powers that be at IG was like, oh, let's not mess with
Let's leave
him.
him be. Let's
Like,
leave him
we'll
alone.
leave
Right.
him
Let him play. Let
be
him cook. Yeah.
and let him cook. But we can't let everybody cook like him. And it was, and look, yo, kudos. D Nice is the man.
Yeah.
He's an
Hell yeah.
OG. And so, which is great for the culture, you know what I mean? Like, showing, the people what's up with the DJ stuff, down with Boogie Down Productions, the whole 9 yards. And
All
so,
of that. Yeah.
um, now he's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on TikTok for like a year prior, and I ain't see D Nice nowhere at
Right.
all.
Right. Right.
And I'm like, man, I kept saying, well, why isn't he on TikTok, man? Like, now, bro. I mean, I think I was like I think it's been about 2 months, 3 months, maybe max.
For him.
And yeah, because he just all of a sudden I'm
Okay.
scrolling and
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
he's on my FYP, and I'm like, and I'm looking, so I check his how many followers. He's got like 35,000 followers. I'm like, okay, this is he ain't really and what was funny and how I know that's he was really popping like that is because he was saying to his people, he's like, yo, I know I'm not on IG and some of y'all don't want to be on TikTok because everyone's got this
Yeah.
fear of TikTok for some reason. I don't, it's the
Yeah.
propaganda of the news and in the media and this and that, and therefore so people are afraid to actually, I don't want another app that I gotta download and
Well,
and I'm like, yo, there's paper over here. What are y'all doing?
yeah.
Like,
You're the one that got me over here. Like.
you just letting paper just there's
Yeah.
paper here.
Paper
Like,
here. It's paper here.
you know what I mean? And so if you've got any kind of footing or platform or any kind of, following, and you're able to actually curate it over on TikTok, especially with the music talent, right?
Yeah.
Um, they're whatever they're doing, they're allowing artists to be artists here. Whether you're painting, you're rapping, you're
Anything.
um
Anything. Any
anything that
genre.
you think that
Anything. Yeah.
cooking,
Whatever
whatever.
you feeling. Yeah. Which is dope.
You're and there's
Healthy.
and
It's
the way
healthy.
the algorithm works is it puts people in front of you that would never be in front of you. Where
Right.
like it's not quite the same on
Random.
Instagram. It's
Random.
very
Very
it's
random.
it's very like your followers, and then you might see, but not on TikTok, man. You just get I can't tell you how many times I've seen people. Oh man, I'm so glad I found you on my FYP. I can't believe where you been. Like, oh my god, you're so crazy dope. Like, right? Because they're
Yeah.
like, but that's just the consistency. That's me continually every night, a
Right.
couple hours, or in the
Mhm.
morning, or whatever. Just coming on. putting some time in, step away, come back, put some time in. People, and I don't have, you can be all like, I got a schedule. I'm on every day at 1 to 3.
Mhm.
Come check me out 1 to
Right.
3. But
Yeah.
and so I've seen D Nice, bro. D Nice, he's already in the A. I think I saw him on there. He had, I watched his live for a minute. The gifts were just flying, corgis and diamonds and money guns. He had like 3 million taps.
Damn.
Wow.
And I've gotten 1 million taps one night. The first time I hit 1 million, I was like, damn, I hit 1 million taps, right?
So what's a million taps?
So the way TikTok works is you have to tap the screen.
Yeah,
So you'll
go
hear
in.
a lot of people saying tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
Got
What
you.
that
Okay.
does is that the TikTok goes off an engagement, right? So
Yeah.
they want to see how the engagement of your room is. The
Mhm.
more engagement your room is, the more they bring people to your room. So
Right.
people are gifting you a lot. People are tapping the screen. People are commenting in the chat.
Yeah.
People are sending roses, sending whatever
Mhm.
gifts. That's considered engagement. So
Yeah.
what happens is then they were like, okay, well, there's something popping off in this room. So then you start showing up on everybody's FYP, and you'll see it. Like I can tell when my gifting's going crazy, and people are getting all hyped into the frenzy of the room. I can
Yeah.
watch the numbers start going up.
That's
I could
crazy.
be like
Yeah.
50 people, then all of a sudden 60, tap 80, and then I can, and I've got another device so I can check the FYP, and
Mhm.
I'm on the FYP, okay. And you'll fall off and on it because it's all about engagement. If the room starts to get like slow, people are
Yeah.
just kind of lull off, then that means your engagement is off. And so at the end, I don't know if you like, I think I mentioned to you before, Trey, it's like at the end of your lives, there's all these analytics. It tells you
Yeah. I saw the analytics and
how
I
many
saw
tabs
the
you had,
little
tells
little
you
clips.
how much money you made. It tells
Mhm.
you you can
Mhm.
get deeper. It'll tell you who your top gifters are.
Yep.
It'll tell you, where all your listeners are coming from. Like, are you mostly female? Are you mostly
Mhm.
male? It'll tell you the age group of where you're grabbing
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
from. It really breaks it down really miraculously. It's incredible what they have figured out, and they just keep fine tuning it as they go. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, man, I think I think it's a great app. I think it's allowing. I've seen a lot of people starting to jump on it. Like they're like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
here,
what's crazy? I mean, what's crazy is like, IG suppresses the shit out of, like, I got like about 17,000, followers on IG, but that don't mean no motherfucking thing at all. Like, who can see it? And they try
yeah,
to make you pay so those followers that follow you can see you. Like, what kind of shit is that? But rather
yeah,
than argue with that, I'm just over here on TikTok and shit like that, and my stuff is building. I know to be consistent, and I'm in no rush. You know what I mean? Because I
because it's
know
not going
the
nowhere. It's
process,
not going
and people
nowhere.
gotta know that you're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the cool. Like, first off, I love to do this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I
And
don't really
so,
care
and
who's in it or not. I know people like looking on the outside too. They're not tapping to come in, but they sitting in and watching, listening for, like, it's like, dude, I want to go in. Do I, you want to go in the store? You window shopping, you know what I mean? And that's fine too. You know what I mean? But I'm just like I'll find a zone, get in that zone, and do my goddamn thing. And once I'm in, me, man, we just in there having a good
and
time,
so
like just playing
this is
records.
the other thing I've learned. In the time I've been on the app, and I've learned. I'm constantly learning about. I'm like face 40, uh, facing the camera is
Yeah,
huge.
Mm.
Doing this
right.
doesn't, because you're not looking. They want to feel.
They want
They
to
want
feel
to
your
feel
engagement.
like you're engaging them, like how we're talking right now.
Yeah,
That is how it
that's what they
needs to
want.
be when you're on the TikTok live.
That's the
And
currency.
yeah,
Engagement on
right.
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah.
is the currency.
Yeah, look at
It's,
me, look
it's,
at me.
yeah. And I had to learn that initially in the beginning because I'm
Yeah, you digging in and not looking
I'm
around.
digging in and I'm vibing, right? And I'll forget there's anyone even in front because you're looking at yourself.
Right.
You're in a room, camera on your face, you're vibing, nobody around you, and you just seeing words scrolling up and down. You
Yeah,
might see some gifts fly, but if no one's really gifting, then you're like, is there anyone even there?
they there though.
So,
They
but they're
there.
there, right? And so I had
Mhm.
in the beginning, I had somebody come up to me and like say something like, man, like I don't even it was just some random person. They were like, you're not even engaging anybody. That's why nobody's in your room. Like there was like, and I was like, what? And I'm
Giving you game.
like, they're like, yo, like you need to be like, what's up? So then I'm like, ah, okay. And I'm like, well, I don't like talking over the music. 'Cause that's not what I
Right,
do.
right,
On the
right, right,
music, I'm trying to
Right.
play the music. I want to
right.
hear me. Yeah, we want to hear you. Oh,
That's crazy.
okay.
Well, so now it's like,
So
making you like a disc jockey.
so
So
now
yeah.
I had to switch my thinking pattern of like how I DJ
Yeah,
and interact. So now I'm like, okay, let me, and I just wait till there's a break in the music. Like there's no words, it's a breakdown. I might say, "What's up? Thanks for the
yeah,
gifts, yo, what's up? Welcome in the room." Just
yeah,
hitting them
yeah,
up
yeah.
because if they hear their name or hear something, they're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, he sees me. Oh, let me hang
Right.
out here for a minute."
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
because the key is to get them to stay in your room, right?
yeah.
Because people scroll and then they out. But if you can get people that like I've seen, you get people in there. I have some people in there, bro, that are in there for the whole time I'm DJing. And they might
Mm.
leave. You don't see them
Yeah,
leave, but you see them come back because it says joined your live. Like it
Right.
right.
tells you,
Exactly, exactly.
who's coming in the room. So
Mhm.
you'll see them come in and then you'll see them come in again because they might have scrolled out. They might not like the song you're playing. They want to see what else is going. Then they
Right.
come back. But but you can see that so it tells you this person left X amount of comments. This
Mhm.
person sent this many taps. I mean, it's very interactive.
But what do you
Um,
think is more? What do you think is more important to the viewer? Like them to see you and to be able to see you engaging with them, or them to see what you're doing? Like if you had a controller or something.
I think it's all of it. I think it's all of it. Because here's the thing that and check this out. And I'm gonna use D Nice as an example. That dude will have 900 to 1,000 people in his room, right?
Yeah.
Chilling. And that dude will play for hours. He's like, why? Dude, I check his his coin count. 'Cause you can look. All you got to do is if he's ranked, because you've got, and I don't know if you guys understand this, but this is some game right here. So you
Mm.
got 3 leagues. You got A League, B League, C League, D League, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in B League, B4 League, right? And that
Mm.
all that matters how you those leagues work is how many coins you're getting from your followers. So
Mm.
and what that does is like, so if I'm getting, say, like last night I did 30,000 coins, right? I was on for like 2 hours.
And
I did 30 something thousand coins. That's like $150, right?
mm.
So that adds on to my day account. It starts over from, so basically what time is it right now? So at 8 o'clock, it's going to click over to the new day. However, I don't know if it's Beijing or wherever
Forever,
their
yeah.
time clock is. So 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern is when the day starts over again. It used to be 9 o'clock. It used to be 9 o'clock Pacific and midnight Eastern. They've moved it down an hour. So
Okay.
if you go on TikTok right now, you'll see a lot of people live because everybody's trying to be live right
Okay.
now
Like that
because they're
prime.
trying to get a jump on the coin count
Mm.
into the next
Before it
day
circulate. Okay.
because that counts up to your standing in the leagues. Now, the higher you are in the
Mm.
leagues, the more engagement you're going to give, and basically because TikToks they try to make money, right? Let's get real. They making
Yeah.
money every time you
Every
reload
time
your
you hit that,
coins up. They get a percentage, you get a percentage. So they're like, okay, we're going to reward you by giving you more people into your room, or giving you more exposure. So
Right.
D Nice, I was checking him one day. He was like A League. At one point he was B League. Then he was really quickly into the A League, and he was like at like 500,000 coins in a day.
Damn,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Bro, that's now the most I've gotten in a day was like 349,000 coins. That was 2 G's.
That's dope.
Wow.
I was on for 3 hours.
That's a good payout though.
Somebody came in, was feeling what I was doing, and was dropping every major gift that you can, 30,000 coin gift, 40,000 coin
Damn.
gift. I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? Didn't matter. But it happens. Like somebody just gets, you're just hitting somebody and they're like, yeah. And then everyone, it turns into this frenzy. You're like, damn. And then you start climbing up the rankings, right? And then the next day you're like, okay, now you're in B3. You take off a week, you fall out because you're not accumulating, right? So it's a game, but like it doesn't really matter, not really. You know what I mean? If you're doing it for exposure and you're doing it for the fun, for the love, it all comes back to you anyway. But that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so he's like, I've heard people in the chat reading his chat. Well, I don't even need to go out to the club, man. I can get my drink. I can sit back in the living room and chill and vibe with all these people in the chat.
That's why I heard Jazzy Jeff said something similar to that recently. He said, man, I don't even need to go to the club, man. I got the club right here at the house.
I mean,
exactly.
The amount of people that's in your, like, it's literally a huge thing. Like I said, 200 people in a room is no different from like a local pub.
I've heard it so many times. Women are like, I don't, man. Instead of spending money on drinks and parking and this and that,
that's so crazy.
I can be in my house with a glass of wine, chilling. Or, hey, yo, D Nice is going to be on tonight. Come over, we'll have a little party at the house.
Right.
Put you on the big screen TV.
That's crazy too.
And you're on the TV and everybody can be hanging out and chatting and commenting and vibing, and you got the DJ in your living room and you just at your house. So the thing about it is it's like, yeah, I've learned a lot just in the last year of actually doing this and seeing, and I got subscribers, right? So that's the other thing. People can subscribe to your channel.
Okay.
Right. And TikTok, it used to be you had $2.99, $5.99, and $9.99, right? No one did the $9.99 because it was just like $10.
That's $10, right? That's a big amount.
But you like $1.99, cool. And so there was one point I had up to like 260 fucking subscribers, right?
Yeah.
At $5.99. And what you do is you can put emotes, right? You can put stickers, right? So like if you were in the $5.99 group, then I would give you, you would have the best ones. And then if you were in the $2.99, you have a few. If you were in the $1.99, there was like a couple. So, and then it would be like artists that that are playing. I mean, it might be a Depeche Mode sticker. It might be, there might be a Pharcyde one. There's one of me. There's one of, a logo, whatever, right? And so when you're playing shit, they're putting that shit in the chat, right? Right. And so then you get and so then there's moderators, right? So then so many levels. So then there's like you get moderators, right? So your moderators are people who I've created in my live. I pick the people that are there all the time. They're always there. They're always commenting. They're in there. They police the haters. So people come in and say crazy wild shit. They get blocked or whatever, because you're gonna get that. You're on the internet, right? And so, so they're policing. Not only are they policing the chat, but they're hyping the chat. They're like, yeah, tap the screen, share the live. They're pinning things. They're doing. I don't have to worry about that. They're promoting for me.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And
Yeah,
so
that's crazy. Like,
but you can do that. You can add those people on there. So like I've got like I think like 12 of them, 12 different people that, you know,
Oh,
and I take some away if they don't show up anymore, and then I unmod them. And then they're like, wait, you unmodded me. How come? I'm like, you ain't
okay.
active. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna be active. Okay, well, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
there's other
real.
people that
That's
want to be active. You're not
real.
gonna like, you're gonna not be around, then I'll give it to someone else. Right.
Yeah.
So
your own digital army.
and that's really
Hey,
what it is,
it's
right?
growing. It's growing, Tone. You know, it's growing for you for sure.
Yeah, it's
Real.
listen, man.
I think people like
It's
what the genre that you're in too. Like you're consistent with the Depeche Mode stuff. You know, you
well,
really. I like how you said like I just get in and I just do me, and that is
y-
so damn true because you have many different lanes as far as like
musically, yeah.
musically, like playing stuff. Like you haven't even
Well,
gotten
I
to the
was
album.
doing that. I
You
was
know,
doing that at Zap. So this ain't nothing new for any of y'all that from
I'm
back
saying,
then.
but
You already know. I was.
like,
It would be. It would be freaking hip hop night in the middle of the set. You hear the Depeche Mode song, and brothers be like, "Hey man, what you playing, bro? Hey
yeah,
man,
you
what
play
is
the right,
this?" I'm like,
you play
Depeche
the right
Mode.
shit. You play the right Depeche Mode. You play the right that new wave stuff. The right
Yeah.
one. Lit.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you need to hear this. I know it's not your
You know
wheelhouse,
it's
but it's
crazy.
dope. Check it
You know
out.
it's crazy too,
And then
Tone.
eventually they'd be like, yo, man, that they be coming up, hey man, you gonna play that Depeche Mode shit? That
Right,
shit's hot. I'm like,
right, right.
you see now, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
all
wait,
right.
what would you say most of your viewers, you know, expect, or like what are they coming to listen to?
I mean, to be honest with you, when I first started, um, I'm all over the place now. I mean,
Yeah.
and then initially when I wanted to, so what I did, what I initially did was I when you got 1,000, we don't have 1,000 followers and you can't go live. What are you doing? You're trying to find followers. You're going in other people's rooms. You're doing all the things to get the followers, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, I was in the grow rooms where you gift, and then people, your name's up there, and they're saying, "Oh, gift, follow that person." He's a, you know, and then that was, and, you know, and I'm like, I'm just, you know, I'm people that I thought were cool. I'm like, oh, okay, let me go in this room and see what's up. And then TikTok started cracking down on those rooms. They didn't like that. They're like, this is not an authentic engagement. This is whatever. Like, so those
Mhm.
a lot of you don't see those rooms anymore because TikTok itchnay outsnay on those, right?
Right.
So, but what I was doing what I was doing was I was like, well, let me see what these DJs are playing, right? A lot of them, you know, and no disrespect, a lot of them ain't really DJs, right? They're
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean. It's just
you know what I mean? Like they like music. They're
playing
playing a
shit and
Spotify playlist. They're sitting there using like you'll see a lot of them selling this little machine, and it's got the little banner that they can buy, and then they're playing songs, and they're not really doing what you do or C does or I do. They're
yeah,
not doing the DJ culture shit. They just playing music, right? So
right.
I'm like, okay. A lot of them are playing hip hop. A lot of them are playing, you know, poppy, ravey stuff. And I'm like, no one's playing alternative 80s music.
Hmm.
I'm like, no one's playing this shit. I
Yeah.
said, okay, let me play this and see what happens. And bro, I
Nice.
started playing it, and it was like, whoa. I mean, I was like followers. I mean, there
Yeah.
was one dude, I was live for like what? So I have a buddy of mine, his name is Leland Sharp, he's out of LA. Used to twist my hair back in the 90s. He used to work with Foreplay, used to do parties. You remember, I don't know if I think you know who Foreplay is back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he used to promote with Foreplay. He did shit with Greenlight. Leland was in the mix, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't even know he's a DJ. I'm on TikTok and I see him. I'm like, Leland, you DJ? But he don't DJ. Here's the thing: Leland doesn't really DJ. Leland knows music, looks good, got a good thing, and he just plays tracks, you know, dope R&B tracks. Like
Yeah.
doesn't mix them. He's like song for song, just like
Exactly.
one
Yeah.
song ends, he starts another song.
Yeah.
But he be having consistently, you know, 200, whatever. So I was like, yo. So he came in my life. He's like, man, keep doing what you're doing. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm all right. Because, you know, I've known him for like years. And I'm like, well, what do you do? And he's like, dude, he told me, he goes, what you need to do, Tony, he says, you need to go live for 6 hours straight. I said, what? He's like, just go live for a long time. Just
Gotcha.
be on. Every time somebody scrolls, they see you. You're just on. You're on. So
Mhm.
I did that one day. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. So what I did was I did a Depeche Mode. I just literally one day I was like, I'm just gonna play just straight Depeche Mode, nothing else.
Right.
I did like 9 hours of straight
Oh my
Depeche Mode.
God.
9 hours. It's in the backyard, outside.
Right. You was chilling. You was chilling.
I'm summertime. I'm outside. I'm like,
You chilling.
I told Trish, I said, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. She's like, all right, I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
Bro, it started off in the
I
day.
love Trish for that. Let you be you.
I
You know what I'm saying?
started off in the day, sun was out, and then you got the sunset. So you got to see the palm trees
That's
and
crazy.
sunset. The sea
Mhm.
drop.
Now he'll be back. He'll be back.
Sunset come down. Woo, 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 woo. Dark. Lights come on in the backyard. It was a whole vibe,
Hey,
right?
that was the whole vibe.
That night I gained like 2,000 followers. One sitting. And I was like, oh, I just kept
Okay.
seeing follow. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay. Yeah.
And sometimes it's like that, but sometimes it'd be like that. Like, last night I think I gained like, I don't know, 40. And then some nights I'll gain 120. Some nights I'll gain 10.
Okay.
Some nights I'll gain this. It varies. But I was like, at this point at 46 something, almost 47,000 followers, I'm gonna keep gaining them, but I'm only gonna gain so much because a lot of the people who are already in that realm
Yeah.
follow me, right?
Right.
But I do, I play hip hop too, bro. I like some nights, like the other day, I was pissed off, man. All this shit happening in the world, and I was like,
Mhm.
yo, you know
Yeah.
what? Fuck this. I'm gonna play some protest music, bro. I was playing Public Enemy,
Fight the
Rage Against
power.
the
Oh
Machine.
shit. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
playing Paris. I played
See. Go.
Paris. I was
Okay.
playing just straight up like,
Yeah.
dude, and people were
Revolutionary
going
shit.
crazy. Oh my
Right.
God, I
Yeah.
needed this so bad right now. Oh my God, fuck
Oh
the
man.
police, NWA, all right. And so they know when they come in my live, it's unpredictable. And I tell them, like, you're gonna
Right.
hear
Yeah.
whatever I'll be playing Depeche Mode and I'll go into a Public Enemy song right out of both of them. And they're like,
Yeah.
man, that's crazy. How'd you do that?
Hey,
Because I
but
know music. You
but
know what I mean?
is
But
TikTok starting
it's
to get to
just,
the point?
I think there's all that. There's what's that girl? She's a younger girl. She's a turntablist, a little Latino girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
seen
yeah,
her?
yeah, yeah. What
What's her
is her name?
name?
I
She
think I
wears
know
the
what you're talking
bucket
about.
hat. She wears the bucket hat,
Yeah, I
What's
right?
see
her
her all the
name?
time on TikTok now.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
Mm.
she's in there cutting it up. She got like 1,000 people in her room.
Yeah, she
You know
wears
what I
a
mean?
bucket hat.
So you like, there's all the,
I know what you're talking about.
the ladies are
I
always
thought
going to
she was
get dudes
I
in
thought
the
she was
room
like a
because they're
twin.
ladies.
I thought she was
Huh?
like, yeah, that's true. I thought she was a twin. She's not a twin.
No, she has
She
a
might be
brother
a
though.
twin.
She has a brother, I think. They
I
were
don't know.
both.
I've seen her
Okay.
around. She's
Hmm.
I guess she's like her bio. She's DJ for the Kardashians, and she's done
Oh,
some things. So
yeah.
she's in.
I know what you
She's
mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's doing her thing. The fact that so many DJs are on this app and the entertainment is there, they're just like, yo, I don't need to leave my house. I can literally just be in my house and I can be chilling,
I mean, look,
watching
dude,
whoever.
if motherfucking parking is like 30 and $40, and then the drinks is like $25 for one drink, like what the fuck are we going out there for? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it's
like
crazy.
live shows is different, right? People come to see the Far Side, or you're gonna go see this band or this artist or this someone that you like, you really like. That's different because you're going to a show. But to go to a nightclub to hear a DJ, and the DJ might not even be that great, and you got to spend, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's just not the same. Um, uh,
it's so different.
because I see it. I'm seeing it. I hear it. I hear the people in the app saying, "Oh, I don't go out. I don't have to worry about anybody putting anything in my drink. I can just kick
Damn.
back." It's like it's all that, right? So,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you know, there's all these horror stories. I mean, I saw a video on Instagram, and there was like a fight, and somebody said, "This is why I don't go out no more." Like, because you know, like I don't want to be around all that. So like, and then they open their app and they see freaking Maceo from De La Soul DJing on TikTok.
That's crazy, right?
So
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's Maceo from D. Oh shit! Oh
Mhm.
shit! Oh, there's Z Trip. Oh, fucking Z Trip is on." You know, I mean, he
We're
don't do
all
that, but
we're all on here, man. We're all,
everybody's.
we're
I mean,
all
you know, everybody's. You know, you see Jazzy Jeff is all scratch
always.
bastard. They be all up
Mhm.
on this shit, right?
Newmark,
So
DJ Newmark, everybody. Yo, Tone, check it. I love
yeah,
how you can have different zones. Like sometimes at night, you know, like the nighttime, the night hour, I do the slow jams and shit, the drip. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
And just so you can do the funk stuff. You can like have you can create whatever world you want,
That's
and
what I love about it,
it
bro.
don't have to be like super high energy stuff. You can like play
That's
them
what I love about
actual
it.
music, bro. Like
That's what I love about
I'm
it.
open for, I'm open format. I don't know, CeeBrown, you open format too?
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Open format seems to be the best, but it's like you can like, oh, the other day, I think you probably got on when I was playing all SlimKid3 things.
I no, I heard. I
Unreleased,
came in at the end. I came
yo,
in on the end on it.
it was
Yeah.
such a good one. It was a good one, bro. And people was joining it and don't gifting and all that stuff. I was like, man, well, shit, man. If you with me, you with me. And when I say that, it's like I'm playing I'm playing some treats. You know what
So
I'm
the
saying?
thing, so for you in particular, you should be going live with that background that you got right there,
Oh yeah. Oh, gotcha. Well, I wish I could.
right?
It's like
You
different.
can because it's Streamlabs. You people. So
I
here's
just
the
I need
thing.
to know how to wire it so it'll do that.
You okay? So TikTok has a thing called TikTok Studio.
I saw
TikTok
that.
Studio allows you to have overlays.
Okay.
You can do instead of using your phone, you're
Yeah.
using a computer, and then
Right.
you're running through an
The camera.
interface, and you're doing it like OBS, and you're doing
Yeah.
it that way, and then allows you to do a lot of different. You have different setups, right? And so like
Yeah.
you could be streaming from TikTok, and you could be on Twitch at the same time using
Right.
Streamlabs, right? See,
Right.
Do you have to have over 1,000 followers for that?
I didn't hear him, but
Trey,
He said, does he have to have over
over
1,000
1,000.
followers for that?
I don't think so. And that's what I was saying. So they changed that. They've changed that. So when I was going live, you gotta have at least, I think you have at least 200 followers to have camera access now. Before it
Mm.
was 1,000. Now
Okay.
you only have to have like it's either 200 to 300. I
Mm.
mean, even on my backup, I've got like 1,000. I think 1,060 or something. I don't put any effort into it. It's just my backup, so I can follow my thing. But
Right.
I don't have a PC. I don't know if they changed that. I do have two computers. If they The last I heard that in order to use TikTok Studio, you had to have a PC because it only worked on PC. It didn't work with Mac, which is insane to me. Like, why would you do
Right.
that? Like,
Right. Exactly.
Mac is like one of the top freaking computers in the game. And so I don't know why you would limit people, making people have to go out and buy a freaking laptop to use your program. It's crazy to
Yeah,
me.
for
But
sure.
so I haven't used it yet. And I'm okay with my setup. I'm like, I don't, but for someone like you to have the Pharcyde up there, dude, I wear the Pharcyde hoodie and people go crazy. The one that you guys had during the Canadian tour,
Oh yeah,
I wear
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. Motherfuckers go nuts. Wow, man, where you get your hoodie, bro? Where's that? Just nonstop. Oh, the hoodie, bro. Your hoodie's fire, bro. It's
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
freaking chat long, right? Play
Yeah.
some Pharcyde.
So
What'd he
Tone,
say?
we want you to do a drop, let everybody know where you're from and blah blah blah. So it's just like a little
All
drop.
your social media or where
Oh,
they
right
can
now?
find you on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. And then all your social media links or where to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
And things like
sure.
that.
So Yo, I'm DJ Tony Stewart. I'm from California, Southern California, based out of San Diego. If you want to find me, I am on TikTok at DJ Tony Stewart. TikTok. You can find me on IG. It's at DEEJAY Tony Stewart. And that's where those are my links. If you go to my TikTok, I have a link tree in my bio. It's got all my Spotify playlists. It's got my Mixclouds. I'm on Mixcloud. I'm on another one called Heart at This.at, which is a great another great digital platform because it allows you to put your DJ mixes up there and allows them to download you. It's the only one that allows you to download your DJ mixes off the internet, which is amazing. So yeah, just hit me. I'm really active on TikTok. So if you want to see what I'm doing, check me out on TikTok at DJ Tony Stewart on TikTok. If you got it, if you don't, go get it because you're missing out if you ain't on TikTok.
That's what's up. So listen up, y'all. Thank you guys for joining us for the DJ talk tonight. DJ CeeBrown, myself, SlimKid3, and DJ Tony Stewart. And
Yeah.
Pharcyde and Pharcyde Lives. We are out.
I'm about to go live, so I'll see y'all. I'm already in the studio ready to go. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the flip, man.
See you when I see you.
I love you, brothers.